this is to make a Lunakins and show you the basics of how to make each of these sorts of creatures. This is the first one in this series. So a kin, like a creature, and a luna, like the moon. Before we do anything else, is we need to base this in our purple. Polystyrene bowl, cut the bottom off it, added a big nut, the same as in the basing video. Just make sure everything is covered. You won't see any of these holes in the final object creature because of the fact that we're going to cover it with another layer of clay. All these holes are doing is letting the clay dry inside and out. There you go. That is our purple posy base that we're going to do. And we're going to let this dry now. Put that back on a large pea-sized ball of clay. I'm going to divide it into two. You want to make like a teardrop shape in your hand, so there's a fat end and a narrow pointy end. So roll it. Fat end and a narrow pointy end, fat end and narrow pointy end, and you put those together and then you literally just twist them around. So a couple of twists. Put in a stick gently. You want to make like a teardrop shape in your hand, so there's a fat end and a narrow pointy end, and then all you do is you put your little finger in it like that. And that is literally all you do. You just squish your little finger in like that, and then you get your stick down here. That's it. So in the other video where we talked about storage and stuff like that, this is quite top heavy, and if you left it, it would dry like this, and that would be annoying if you wanted it to be straight. So that's why we dry it upside down, so it keeps it nice and dry. Go back into that one. And this one is slightly smaller, so we'll make this one. No, I didn't do a teardrop shape. I'm going to do a teardrop shape. There we go. Teardrop shape. And then the last one is smaller again. They're pretty much the same. I have to decide what type of tail. Now this tail is going to be the longest part to dry because we're not putting any filler in it, because it's only a very, very small tail. Like, it's only a very small tail. The fuzzball and this one we will add extra clay to. These ones we probably won't add extra clay to, but that can go on later. So now this needs its lid. This is dried, so it's now nice and hard. This is the tail. This is the other option for the tail. These are our wings and our unicorn horn and our 2 pairs of ears, depending on what we decide to do. So these are all the final colors, so they can just live in there for now. And what we're going to focus on for this is all of the texturing that we need to do. So you need your cat brush texture tool and your super glue texture tool. You need a pokey stick, your ball if you're following along with the tutorial, your clay foam that matches the clay foam of your extra pieces, your base, and your 2 tail bases. So what we'll do is we'll start with the 2 tail bases so that you can ease into the texturing. So what you want is about maybe half a ping pong ball size of clay to cover your tail. Now you can use a whole ping pong ball size, it's all good. You just want to cover your tail. So you take it, you flatten it out, you cover the ball all the way around. Like that. And then we're going to take our super glue texture tool. We're going to put it in and we're going to turn it. We're going to put it in, we're going to turn it. So it makes lovely fluffy curls. And if you turn it clockwise or anti-clockwise, it doesn't make any difference. The more variation, the better. Go back in, it's all good. Keep doing that until you've covered the entire ball. So you're just making it look fluffy, like a rabbit's tail. Like this should be 2 millimeters thick, 3 millimeters thick. Do this. And now for this one, we're going to do fur texture. So you're going to take your cat brush tool and you're going to do it in the direction of the fur, the way fur would go. So on a cat's tail, or most animals' tail, the fur starts at the bottom and goes to the tip. Starts at the bottom. And you do that all over until you're happy with how it looks, because you want it to look organic. You don't want it to look like a tube or anything like that. You just want it to look organic. So there we go. So half a ball. Pancake it out. So you want to make it so it wraps from the bottom all the way up to the top. So normally on a tummy, the fur will go from the top down to the bottom. You want to kind of blend it out at the sides. So again, you can go in and do some curls, and then we leave that to dry. So what we're going to do is we're going to do dragon scales like this, but with a tummy. So we're going to do it in concentric circles all the way up until we get to there. I normally work with half a ball of clay at a time, so that it doesn't dry out on me as I'm working. We can get more as we go. Pea-sized ball, we're going to put it there, and we're just going to put our finger in and do that. We're going to turn it around. Another pea-sized ball, put our finger in, spread it out. Again, pea-sized ball, put our finger in, spread it out. So you can see how we're maneuvering this around. So we're going to go around here. So that's your flat base. So you don't want it to go beyond your flat base. So that's your flat base. So pea-sized ball on the edge, go like this. Pea-sized ball on the edge. So first layer, we want to start in the middle so that we overlap what we've got going on. So pea-sized ball. The bigger the ball that you make, the bigger the scale. Obviously, the bigger the scale, the less scales you need to go round the body. So continue all the way around. When we get to this point, you want to go from here to here. So you want to work it sort of like a rainbow, so that everything starts to point in this direction. So when you get to the top, I'm going to start moving the clay, instead of going this direction, to go this direction. Like that. But this has to dry so that we can put all the parts on. Right, so this is dried now. Wing, 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 wing. I think we'll use this one for another one. So we'll put it over there. So that goes in there like that. And then you just fill in a little bit there with some of the extra clay. A bit like a glue. You just fill that in there so it all sticks together. Put the horn there. go. Put the wings in at that angle. There we go. That's one set. So you want to try and be symmetrical. That's one set. Like that. One set like that. Go. And now we put in the ears. There we go. So we are now at the point of thinking about the face. And so part of thinking about the face is thinking about eyes. And so these are a choice for eyes. These are doll eyes, and they come in a variety of sizes from, you know, super tiny to super big. You just push them into the clay. They're really good if you want black eyes. These are your standard gems from, you know, any craft store. Your standard sticky back gems. These are 15 millimeters, 5/8 of an inch, or 10 millimeters, 3/8 of an inch. I like the 10 millimeter ones in the gems, and I like these ones, which are 12 millimeter doll eyes. So I think we'll go with just the regular gems for today. The face takes a little bit of practice, and I would recommend doing a couple of practices before you go and put it on the face. So the best thing to do is do a ball and then squash it so it looks a little bit like a cushion or a sweet. Get your basic shape. So we want to kind of go with an ovally shape here. So it's still, you can still see it's quite chunky, still quite chunky here. So we're just trying to get the basic shape, because what we do is we put it on here and then we use the palm of our hand to flatten it out. You want it to cover where the horns and the ears are, and you want to cover over the tummy. There we go. And then we want to put our eyes in, your eye, and you put it there, and you just push it in. And you take your other eye. So there's our eyes, they're in. So we want a little bit of water for the next bit. When you put water on, it will discolor the clay a little bit until it dries completely. So don't worry about if it looks like a bit lighter or a bit darker than your regular clay. So this is the bit that takes the practice, is how you do the mouth. Make it into our croissant shape. You don't want to go too thin on the ends, you want to do that. And then you want to put it on like this. And you want to smooth it a little bit. And then using your water, you want to go in and smooth that a bit more so that it blends a bit better. So you can take one of your tools, smooth it out. There we go. And quite often I just do some little marks like freckles across the nose. Use the last little bit of this and put a couple of little marks on his tummy. There we go. Ta-da! Hey, thanks for watching my first video about how I make my clay foam creatures. I also wanted to shout out my wonderful Patreon supporters and everyone who's encouraged me. It means a lot. Like and subscribe to see more videos. Here are some of the odd things that happened during this project. Enjoy. This looks like they're like, give birth, come forth, come forth. What we're going to do, I'm just going to put these over here like guardians.
Yeah, so I had to make this video twice because the first time I recorded most of it out of focus because I'm a numbskull. Anyways, learning curve, yay! Hey, thanks for watching till the end of the video. Next video will be about adding basic highlights and shadows to the creatures with acrylic paint. See you then, bye! Patreon supporters get special videos and access to all the files and videos early. Hope to see you there. Thank you.